Volume beats perfection. Most people never build anything because they're waiting to feel ready. Nobody is ever ready. The people who win aren't smarter. They just did more reps. If you send 100 messages and get 5 replies, don't stop after 3, thinking it doesn't work. The math only works at volume. One video doesn't build a following. One offer doesn't build a business. One workout doesn't build a body. The people who got lucky just failed in private, longer than you were willing to watch. Perfection is a hiding spot people use to avoid the discomfort of being bad at something in public. The fastest path to mastery is embarrassing yourself faster than everyone else. If your work isn't shipping, it isn't real yet. It's just a thought. Ideas are worthless without execution attached to them. So the real question isn't, is this good enough? It's, did I do enough of it? Quantity, done consistently, becomes quality. That's not a theory. That's just what happens when you refuse to quit before the curve bends upward. Skills are the new currency. Nobody owes you money for having a degree, a title, or good intentions. The market pays for problems solved, nothing else. If you're broke, it's not because the world is unfair. It's because you haven't made yourself valuable enough yet that people feel stupid saying no to you. Skills compound, excuses don't. Every hour you spend getting better at something rare and useful is an hour that pays you back for the rest of your life. Stop asking, what do I love? And start asking, what can I get so good at that people can't ignore me? Passion follows competence, not the other way around. You don't fall in love with things you're bad at. You fall in love with things you're becoming great at. So pick a skill that solves real pain for real people and go get uncomfortably good at it. Sales, writing, building, negotiating. Pick one and drown yourself in it for a year. While others are finding themselves, you'll be finding your first 6 figures. Discipline eats. Motivation for breakfast. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings are unreliable. If your business, your body, or your bank account depends on how you feel that day, you built it on sand. Discipline is doing the thing when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. That's the whole game. Anyone can work hard when they're inspired. The people who actually make it are the ones who show up on the boring, ugly, uninspired Tuesday when nobody's watching and nothing feels exciting. That's where the separation happens. Not in the highlight reel, in the repetition nobody films. Build systems so your success doesn't depend on your mood. Set the standard once, then just meet it every single day, regardless of how you feel walking into it. In 5 years, the version of you that wins is the one who did the work on the days it felt pointless. That's not motivation, that's identity. And identity doesn't need convincing. It just needs consistency. Give before you take. Most people approach the world asking, what can I get? The people who actually build wealth ask, what can I give that's so valuable? People feel guilty not paying me. Value first, always. Over-deliver before you ever ask for anything in return. Free content, free advice, free help. It isn't charity, it's the cheapest marketing you'll ever run, because trust compounds faster than any ad campaign. People don't buy from strangers. They buy from people who've already proven they can help them, for free in public. So stop hoarding your knowledge like it's some scarce resource. It isn't. Execution is the scarce resource. Knowledge is everywhere. Give away the what and the why. People will still pay you for the how, done for me, and the speed you bring. The person who gives the most value, most consistently, in the most focused niche, wins the market. Not the person with the best product hidden behind a paywall nobody trusts yet. Give until it's absurd, and the market will eventually give back. With interest. Failure is just tuition. Every failure is a lesson you already paid for, so it's insane to walk away without collecting the lesson. The people who fail the most in their 20s are usually the ones winning hardest in their 30s because they ran more experiments than everyone else. Losing money on a bad idea isn't the end of your story. It's a data point. Write it down. What worked, what didn't, why, then go again, smarter. The only real failure is repeating the same mistake because you were too proud to study it. Stop treating failure like a verdict on your worth. It's not a verdict, it's a receipt. Keep the receipt, learn from the receipt, and stop crying about the price you already paid. Everyone successful you admire has a graveyard of failed attempts behind them that you never see. You only see the one that worked. Comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 20 is the fastest way to quit right before your breakthrough. Time is the only real advantage. Money can be lost and made again. Time once spent is gone forever. And yet people protect their money more than their hours. That's backwards. Every year you delay starting is a year of compounding you'll never get back. The 22-year-old who starts today beats the 30-year-old who starts someday. Not because they're smarter, but because they had more reps before the finish line. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect amount of confidence. It's not coming. Start ugly, start scared, start broke. Just start now, because now is the cheapest time is ever going to be. In 10 years, you'll wish you started today. So become that person today for the version of you that exists 10 years from now. What if the questions you've been too scared to ask out loud are the exact questions standing between you and the life you actually want? I sat down and answered real questions from real strangers on the internet. No filter, no fluff, no polished corporate answer designed to make everyone comfortable. Just the truth, the way it actually works. Someone asked me how to get rich with no money. I told them, stop looking for a shortcut and start looking for a skill. Money follows value. Value follows skill. Skill follows reps. There is no version of this where you skip the reps. Someone asked me why they keep failing. I told them failure isn't your enemy. Comfort is. Every time you chose easy over right, you paid for it later with interest. Failure was never trying to hurt you. It was trying to teach you. You just weren't listening. Someone asked me how long it takes to succeed. I told them the truth nobody wants to hear. Longer than you think and faster than you'll believe once you look back. The timeline isn't the problem. Quitting at month 11 when the breakthrough was waiting at month 12, that's the problem. Someone asked me what separates the people who make it from the people who don't. I told them it's not talent. It's not luck. It's not even intelligence. It's the willingness to look stupid in public for long enough that eventually you don't. Someone asked me how to stay motivated. I told them to stop trying. Motivation was never built to last. Build discipline instead. The kind that doesn't ask your permission, doesn't check your mood, and just shows up anyway. Someone asked me if it's too late for them. I told them the only person who can make it too late is the one who keeps asking the question instead of starting the work. Every answer I gave came down to the same 5 words. Stop waiting, start doing. Not someday, not when it's perfect, not when you feel ready. Now, with what you have, from where you are, exactly as unqualified and unfinished as you feel right now. Because the market doesn't reward the most talented person in the room. It rewards the person who refused to stop showing up after everyone else went home. You think referrals are your growth strategy? They're not. They're an accident wearing a business plan's clothes. Here's what nobody tells founders stuck under $1 million. Your problem was never traffic. It was never talent. It was never the economy. It was that you built a business selling hours to people who were only ever paying for outcomes. The companies that hit $10 million didn't work harder than you. They got uncomfortable faster than you. They raised prices while everyone else discounted. They said no to cash while everyone else said yes to chaos. So here's what it comes down to. Every question, every doubt, every what if I fail, none of it matters as much as the one decision sitting in front of you right now. Are you going to start, or are you going to keep waiting for permission that's never coming? Nobody is going to hand you the life you want. You're going to have to go take it, one uncomfortable rep at a time. The questions will keep coming. The excuses will keep whispering. But the people who win are simply the ones who decided the story ends differently for them, and then acted like it was already true. Go be that person, not tomorrow, today. What if everything you think is holding you back, no money, no connections, no experience, was never actually the problem? What if the only thing standing between you and the life you want is one decision you keep avoiding, to start before you're ready? Right now, somewhere, someone with less than you, less experience, less money, less time, is out there building the exact thing you keep telling yourself you'll do someday. They're not smarter than you. They just stopped waiting. Every excuse you're holding on to right now is a story, and stories can be rewritten. So what if today is the day you stop being the person who almost did it and become the person who actually did? Stay with me for the next 60 seconds, because what I'm about to tell you might be the one thing that finally changes how you see everything.